Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Syken. Today we are continuing the challenge run where we're playing on hard difficulty, Last Azlanti mod, and on top of that only D tier and F tier classes, mono class of course. So it is quite a bit. We're in the unfinished clearing.
I stand ready.
This time we're not falling for the same problem. So let's do this, into that, into that.
Don't know, don't I stand ready. I need to concentrate.
Yeah, well, so far
I'm up for an adventure.
we haven't really had a whole lot of ideas where the barn holes have been going, but we haven't been in all of the locations, so there's still plenty of unexplored territory.
Stay on your toes.
Good, full buffs are starting.
Everything has a price.
Don't need anyone's sympathy.
Adventures await.
Keep your wits about you.
I appreciate privacy.
I'll make my own legend.
Good.
Stop learning.
This into that, into
My path.
freedom of movement.
I need
Fantastic.
to concentrate.
No, don't care.
I stand ready.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Now what?
I'm up for an adventure.
I always have the upper hand.
Good, let's do this and find traps.
I do things my way.
I tire of waiting.
And we're getting with an extended haste.
No stopping now.
Okay, nothing here.
March on.
Alpha work from the Dune's Words pack.
Hesitation is a waste.
Fair enough. No tripping with freedom of movement, by the way. Bring on your stupid pack.
We can do it.
Good. The cleave missed. Oh, too bad. Alright, Enders. Moves in. Maximizes this guy. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take off opportunity just kills this guy completely. outflank is so nasty. The moment that someone crits, everybody just completely piles up on them.
Do not hold back.
Enchanter's Cape. +1 to DCs on enchanting spells. That's not too bad. Punching Dagger. +2. Look, both okay.
Onwards.
But both definitely not items to completely write home about.
No stopping now.
We fully buffed for the unfinished clearing, and it was just a couple of wolves. Unfortunately, this game is also not really a you buff halfway and then see what's going to happen type of game. Specifically not with Iron Man. Good. From here, we're traveling deeper. So it's definitely going to be a longer dungeon. A Sepulchre of the Forgotten Hero. And if I had to take a wild guess, Undead Bane is the way to go. Just wild speculation in an undead tome. Oh yeah, that's the big dungeon. Here's the thing. We only have we have no rations actually. So I remember vaguely that there's like a really big dungeon here. And now I'm seeing a huge map. Let's not mess it up. We're going to buy rations down here, and then we're good. Rest in peace. Can't really take another region yet. That might change very soon.
March, march. All I do is march.
So if I remember correctly, that dungeon was a pretty big dungeon.
A rest is in order.
It is done.
So let's get ready for that, shall we? First of all, clean up Arrow Guard. +4 buckler. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow, that's a great weapon. Or rather, buckler. That's a fantastic buckler. So, camping supplies. 1 and 18. So who could be wearing this buckler? I mean, we do have a +4 heavy shield here. This is 5 armor. It's really not bad. I like the sparkling helmet, but I like this helmet better because immunity to fear is pretty damn insane. And I don't believe that we're going to switch out this staff here for a while because +4, mind you, morale bonus to constitution is crazy because you can get normal constitution on top of it and all of a sudden you're rocking like 122 hit points, almost as much as our tank. It's crazy good. Look at that, we got a couple of level 6 spells already, but we don't have slots for it yet.
Does anyone require my counsel?
You know what I haven't gotten this year for crowd control? Well, I do have it, but I have never used it. Bestow Curse. Might be something against single target enemies that's actually worthwhile. We don't need atonement. Is there anything that we really need? Cure moderate wounds mass. Maybe 2 of those. Rather 2 times cure serious wounds mass. Already got cure critical wounds, that's fine. Let's do a bit of Dispel Magic. Heal is a nice spell as well. Mass heal. Let's get 1 of those because it's really good. Heal a creature, harm undead. Target creature regenerates. You can even bring back party from the dead. Okay. Deal. Remove disease. I think we didn't have that the last time. Remove sickness. Remove a little bit, remove paralysis. Greater restoration. One more resurrection. And we're good. No problem whatsoever. He wanted to have that gem that I was talking about. And we got some really nice regenerative scrolls. Plus, of course, a lot of resources to rest. Rations 24. That's exactly what we're looking for. An old cave that has been partly destroyed. Might as well go there and then go to that huge dungeon. Narrow pass. That's good for ambushes. Now let's go up here. Get that cavern. And once we're done, we can go and take the burrow out. Friendly barbarians.
Hey, who's walking over there? It's dangerous to walk around here. Better turn back.
Just traveler looking for safe passage and spend the night. Please let me in.
Traveler, alright, come in. Warm yourself. Just stay out of the storage. Don't expect a free meal.
Alright, Bolka, who are you?
Who guess who are you? If you friend, take super far and let's talk. I am Bolgar from the Tiger Lord's tribe. I lead this group. Are you the chieftain? On me? No. Isn't enough to lead a group. Our chieftain is Armak, the twice born. He's back in Numeria right now. What's the chieftain known for? Oh, long ago he was the greatest of the Numerian chieftains. And Gorham's chosen. Armak was so strong no mortal could strike him. It was only when Sarmar herself challenged him to battle that he fell, and only because of her divine power. But now, Armak shamed her and came back from the afterlife. Great Armak leads the Tiger Lords once more, now that Armak is the twice-born, and soon words of our exploits will spread all over Avestan. What are you doing here? We're looking for some runes or cave or something. I really don't know. Only Durgus knows exactly. He's a cleric. He's the leader of the expedition. Well, him and the sisters. Alright, who are the sisters? They are witches who serves Armak. They seem to know a lot about the world. They're pretty smart talkers. You'd hardly believe the things they know. And they have strange, unimaginable spells. When Armak ordered us to pack up the expedition, we thought we'd be marching for months. But they have waved our hands. Whoosh! A tunnel of multicolored light opened before us. Trip took just an hour. Can you imagine? Was such a surprise you can't. Where can I find them? They're at our main camp here. Bolgar points at the map. You're looking to hire us or have some other business come visit? Have you found anything of interest? No. Tell me about Numeria. I unfortunately can't save, so I can't just check if I
can take some loot.
Adventures await. A stealthy approach. I am finished.
Braces of armor +4.
It is done. A stealthy
Alright, stealth, and see if I can take that. New recipe. Thank you. And I think we're okay.
No stopping now.
I think we're okay. Braces of armor +4 are not particularly like massive. So here's the camp, here's a ruined tower.
March, march. All I do is march.
So, what kind of meal do we want? Extra temporary hit points, I like that. Just in case. +1 to all saves also good. Alright, so off we go into the Sepulchre of the Forgotten Hero. I have a feeling if that's the dungeon that I remember, then it's a huge dungeon and we cannot exit. So it's the right thing to do
Never stop learning.
to basically get all of our stuff in advance.
I don't need anyone's sympathy.
I need to concentrate.
Good. Making them smaller, fantastic.
Your wits about you.
Death ward just in case.
Never a dull moment.
I know mystic
Stay on your
theology,
toes.
arcane necromancy, eldritch sciency,
Good.
many other clever words.
Now what?
I stand ready.
More buffing.
I'm up for an adventure.
There is no greater satisfaction than overcoming a challenge.
Freedom of movement is so good. And I think very soon we're going to also
I tire of waiting.
level up, so finally we get access to like even better spells.
Never a dull moment.
I need to
I
concentrate.
appreciate privacy.
I will not be trifled with.
Search for a way to unlock. Type buff for nothing. Can't find any physical mechanism. Faintest transmutation aura.
Never stop learning. I'll need to review this spell later. I'll need to review this spell later. I'll need to review this spell later. I'll need to review this spell later.
Nah, I think
I'll need to review this spell later. I'll need to
we
review
won't be able
this
to get
spell
in here.
later.
I don't think that we can just enter. Man, I forgot that you obviously cannot enter yet. I think there was something else we needed to do first. Our only hint so far are the barbarians. Decayed tower looms over the plans. Ancient setting has decayed but unyielding. The tall structure remains. Half destroyed staircase leads to the highest floor, covered in strange inscriptions. Sure, let's try this. The ruined tower loomed at the surrounding of the plains like a tombstone, so old that time has worn away the epitaph, as well as the language it had been written in. Each crumbling step of the giant stairway, as well as grown men's chest. The huge portal where the door once stood was wide enough for our entire party. We decided to climb the tower. It was hard to imagine how tall the building must have been before crumbling under its own weight. It is possible that even the owners would have towered above us. They must have been still around even so by using the cracks and pits of the stone walls. An experienced climber would likely be able to scale the tower. Darkrai spat on his hands and swiftly climbed up with on one of the high ledges what remained on the second floor. There the walls have been deteriorated even further. They were covered with engravings, barely visible symbols of the ancient language. After catching his breath, he decided to climb further. Climbing higher is no easy task. The Darkrai's fingers slipped on the wet moss, but the rocks crumbled beneath his feet. Perched atop the shelf of the opposing wall, a large black raven watched the Darkrai's ascent intently, clinging to the signs that were carved into the wall. The Darkrai slowly began to moving upwards. At least he had reached the top. An uneven stub was all that was left of the spire that once must have reached the lower cloud. Alas, there was no treasure to be found here unless you are willing to count a magnificent view of the surrounding area. A fire flickered in the distance. Someone had set up camp there. Finding out we had seen enough, the Darkrai carefully descended after we decided to turn away and leave. We walked away, leaving some colossus to its eternal slumber. Numerous strange furrow scarrings in the grass, unusually sunken depression in the area. Okay. It seems like a reasonably large area, else it wouldn't be loading that long. Yeah, it is. And we have the challenge that we can't really escape.
Everything has a price.
Don't know? Don't care.
Well, let's at least buff the little few things that we have.
Courage is the key to victory.
Okay.
I do things my way.
Keep your wits about you.
Listen, we still got a decent amount of buffs. Not like the full-fledged suite, but good enough. It looks like the horse fell while trying to climb the rock. It must have been terrified to attempt that sort of climb.
Onwards. Well, it's done.
There's a deep hole in the ground that's made recently. At the bottom you can see a pile of bloody rags that look like the remains of some barbarian clothes. The deep furrows at the grass near the area, as if huge plows had been put to work here.
March on. It is done.
Okay, so far so good. The barbarian seemed to have died from massive blood loss. Horrible wounds have covered his body, through his hands still clutching on a knife. 2-hand plus 3 great club. Wielder has the immunity to shaken and sickened. Belt of physical flow, strength and dex. I mean, it's a nice belt. That way we don't need to buff strengths anymore. Spellbook, cleric, 2 times that gone and 2 times more hit points.
I need to concentrate.
Okay, cool. Easy. The horse died from a neatly slit throat, probably made with a sharp blade, but the body is also covered with deep wounds that resemble huge bite marks that, combined with the furrows on the ground, leads you to one conclusion: you've entered a Boulette's hunting ground. The underground monster must be still somewhere nearby. Ta-da!
Combat is adjourned.
How do we deal with it? I think a little bit of that is not too bad. Let's do this into haste. Gotta hate the bullet. Both Jim and the bullet both can effectively kill each other super fast.
We shall overcome.
Bestow curse. Feeble body, constitution, intelligence. Is it just -6 penalty? Strength. 8 magic missiles, and that thing still doesn't go down.
Strike with all your might.
Cover me.
Amulet of Mighty Fist +3.
I don't need anyone's sympathy.
So, that was a tough one. Land sharks are typically not as that strong, but they went for the DPS. And remember what I said, sometimes if you're being caught off guard, it's difficult. It's going to be a hostile place. I think we're just going to rest a bit. You never know. The barbarians can turn sour. And specifically if they don't really know what they're looking for. Are we going to buff or not?
Does anyone require my counsel?
Nah, I think we're buffing. It's too much of a risk to not do it.
This is my path.
Constitution. Okay, just double checking who needs endurance of the bear.
Hesitation is a waste.
Adventure time.
Good. Base buffs.
Up for an adventure?
I always have the upper hand.
Don't know, don't care.
I stand
More base
ready.
buffs.
Keep your wits about you.
Never a dull moment.
We should move.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
I'll make my own legend.
Trying to keep the whole buffing to
Anyone's
a
sympathy.
moderate amount.
I appreciate privacy.
Never stop learning.
Stay on your toes.
This is my path.
Okay, just in case. On the ground amongst the hills, some Numerian barbarians had set up camp. What's obviously set up recently as a place to rest. It was thoroughly constructed, along with a stake palisade. Numerians had reinforced their camp with a deep moat. Spotting the body of some unlucky thief at the bottom, it seems they've made a good call. Guarding the entrance was an old acquaintance, Nober, the man whose group we met in the hills previously. He did invite us to enter and meet his leader. We were led to a man named Dugath, a middle-aged Caliph with a gorgeous mane, once charcoal black, now salt and pepper, as well as a bronze skin hardened by the sun, wind, and time, to the point that it almost looked like oak and bark. Speaking With an assertive tone, he invited us to dine with the Tiger Lords. That was the name of the tribe. Spent the night in the camp. Any business we might have with the tribe, he said, could be discussed in the morning once everybody's rested and refreshed. Not wanting to offend the barbarians, proven to be commendable hospital, we accepted the invitation. Within minutes, we were seated at the bonfire, goblets in our hands. As guests, we gobbled and wrought skillfully decorated silver, intricate carvings that depict scenes of battle. The cupbearers filled everyone's goblet with wine. When Dorgoth raised the cup, he officially started the feast, and we drained the goblet. Numerians reacted angrily with accusation, glance, and loud shouts. All of them spilled their wine on the ground. It was apparent barbarian tradition offering the first cup. The spirits only after cupbearer filled their goblets again did the Numerians start to drink. So did we. The main course, unsurprisingly, was meat. Whilst hunting in the hills, the Numerians have killed a deer and 2 wild boars, now all roasting over the open fires. The tribe's guests, we were offered the best pieces. Fierce in battle, the Numerians were equally fierce at the table. They frantically tore the meat apart with knives, bare hands, and teeth, as attacking the throats of the worst enemies rather than eating a roasted venison. Only one camp inhabitant didn't join the dinner. Far from the festivities, a slim woman wrapped in grey cloak sat alone, her face hidden behind a piece of cloth. She was quiet and still at first, didn't realize she was living at all. The Baron demanded she'd be invited to the table. The woman shook her head. The Dugath was furious. I would never share a meal with a witch. Her very presence would sour the wine in an instant. Continuing ravaging of the barbarians explained to us that the woman was once the defaced sister, half priestess, half wizard. She may travel along with the Numerians. They never ate at the same table. Judging by the tones of the barbarians when they were speaking with a woman, it was easy to tell that they held not warm feelings towards the sister. After everybody had eaten their fill, it was time for entertainment. The barbarians began to singing and drawing songs from the guttural language known as Halit. Later, one of the Numerians explained that it was a ballad about a brother and a sister who defeated a huge metal spider. The song has followed a comedic piece of adventures in a stupid werewolf. The Numerians all sang loudly together. It was clear that each of them knew that one by heart. Almost everybody clapped in the rhythm. Through some thumped their knives and hands and shields. And a half-orc, Akvadakia Bolkia, accompanied the song on a vargan. Once the song was over, Darkin appealed to his guests. To one's surprise, the host, the Baron, decided the best would be a tale of how we defeated the Stag Lord. Our tale of the Battle of Heroic Deeds was just what the barbarians were looking for. They listened eagerly, chimed into each of the details, and laughed and clapped at the most epic moments. Then Dorgos himself found smiling, nodding as he listened to the story. Finally, the drinking and singing came to an end. Only bones remained from the feast, and the bonfire burned down to ash. Satisfied, the Numerians retired to their tents.
I beg you, I haven't seen my sisters for several days. I'm afraid they may be in trouble.
This whole land is nothing but trouble. You want me to risk my life and the lives of my people to do your dirty work? Go ahead, ask Armagh to give the order. Oh, but Armagh stayed back in Numeria, which means I am the one making the decisions.
But what about my sisters? Something terrible could happen to them.
You sisters insisted on this expedition. So it's your price to pay. With your blood, not ours. Something terrible could happen, you say? It is too late for that. We already lost good men on this pointless journey to nowhere. Whatever Armagh needs, it's not here, and it wasn't here from the start. But you didn't come here for him, did you? You came for your own reasons. You want some magic toy that once belonged to the ancient Cyclops. Well, I'm not leading my men to their deaths for that.
To Goth.
This conversation is over. You want help? Why not ask our guests to help you? If you can afford their rates, that is. As for me, My single remaining goal is to get my people home alive, and well, and as soon as possible. How do you think? We keep an eye on everything that happens in the region. It's smart to know our potential employers and our potential enemies.
Who's that woman?
Wish I knew who these witches are and where they came from. Our chieftain, the great Armagh, spirits bless him, trusts them as if they were holy oracles. He sent us with them to these dead hills, and none but the sisters and the chieftain himself know why. Who am I to confront the chieftain? So now we wander these lands, chasing the unknown.
Do you know anything that happened in Varnhold?
Varnhold, huh? Isn't that the village Megar Varn got from the Ristovik Sword Lords? I know Varn. He's not the best fighter, but not the worst. As for what happened there, I wouldn't know.
So how can we be useful
I'm
for each
afraid
other?
We can't. At least not yet. I'd be happy to take a new job, but our chieftain's orders were strict. Search the location and come back with a report. But if you could help us here, say, by finding whatever these witch sisters are looking for, or maybe just making them disappear forever, mark my word, Baron. The Tiger Lords never forget those who helped them.
Alright, what are you looking
I wish
for?
I knew. The sisters are looking for something, but they won't tell anyone what it is. I guess it's some antique that used to belong to the Cyclops. Some magic trinket or something. As for me, the only thing I'm looking for is a good reason to quit this nonsense and return to Numeria as soon as possible.
Did you find
If we
anything of
did,
interest?
Do you think we'd still be here now? Ask
Alright.
away, why not? Not that much. Long, you're welcome. None of your business.
There's a raven again.
No stopping now.
Alright, the face sister.
Our guest. The Baron, am I right? I'm sorry.
My name is Hockbad. What is yours?
Nice to meet you, Baron. I have no name. I've rejected it to serve benevolent powers. Not the greatest sacrifice of those we're sometimes called to make. You may call me Defaced Sister.
Alright, who are
I'm
you?
one of those who call themselves the Defaced Sisters. We've rejected our names and our faces in service to benevolent spirits. I'm sorry that I cannot reveal our true destiny to you yet, but believe me when I say our mission is extremely important.
What are you looking
It
for?
is not yet time to answer this question. We are searching for ancient ruins, the remains of structures built by the previous holders of these strange lands. That is all I can tell you for
Alright.
now.
Do you know what happened in
Dark things
Varnhold?
tend to happen in that land. I can only guess to the fate of Varnhold. My 3 sisters know more. Help me find them, and you'll get your answers.
Do you know if any idea where your sisters may be?
I can provide you some direction. One of my sisters went to the sepulchre of forgotten heroes. Another went looking for the Forsaken Mound. And the third was going to visit the ruins of the City of the Hollow Eyes. I won't lie, these places are all very dangerous. But searching for if in your trap may kind spirit.
Alright, so. The Lost Brother. We got that. Find the relic that the sisters are looking for. And find the 3 sisters.
Check that
It is done.
Tongi. Duck, my friend. Show me your wares, and it better be good. Bardic +2, Furious, that's not too bad. It's a reach weapon. Belt of Giant Strength +6, oh yeah. Two of these bad boys, that's nice. We do have another extinguisher, so we don't need that. Might as well get one of those belts. So, for him, we will need Dex and Endurance.
I will not falter.
I'm up for an adventure.
So, yet again, Spellbook. More Endurance, Wizard. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's whatever.
Everything has a price.
Good.
Follow me.
+6 strength. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely. And whilst we're at it, I was thinking we had another recipe, but I might be wrong. No, I was right. Nice. +6 stat item is the best you could get. So now I think we can actually enter. I also think we're almost at the end of today's episode.
We will be victorious.
Let's just do that fight real quick and we should be okay.
Attack! Battle is coming!
All right.
Your death awaits.
Let's kill. Oh, wow. 74 crit.
Your luck's run out.
Spriggans have no business. Nice little sneak attack. Damn it. Once again, stuck with that caster, with that buff.
I'll loot your corpse.
We won't falter.
Do that and that. Got him down.
Strike as one. Onwards.
See, at least we're filling up our stash of moderate healing potions. Just double checking for the next episode that I'm not being ridiculous again. And buffing, introducing the whole episode, and then we can't even enter. Good. We're going to do that the next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one, and see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.